Welcome everyone to the first episode of my top 5. As a matter of fact, it's actually my second attempt now because for some reason the mic decided to not record anything I was saying, which was a complete waste of my time because I just recorded a 20-minute video. Obviously I've edited it, and then it just didn't work. So that obviously sucks. But nevertheless, this is my top 5 favourite maps. Now because I've had to, try and do the disc, I'm just gonna, if there is any World at War maps, I'm just gonna show the gameplay from Black Ops 1. Also, I don't really have enough time on my hands to get to wave 30 and start recording it, so I'm gonna just record within the first 5 waves, and then I'll talk to you on there. So sorry for that, but in the next one, I promise I'll make more of an effort. This is just a test out to see how this series goes. But anyway, at number 5, it's Call of the Dead. Now this will bring some debate because you either love this map or you hate it. Now I can see why people don't like it because he is a twat. The fog's annoying. The fact that everything. Imagine you're in England, right? Everything is in England. Jug is in Australia. That's basically how far it feels before you actually manage to get to Jug. So I can see why that could be a problem for people who maybe aren't so good at zombies. But this isn't at number 5. It probably would be higher if it wasn't for them 3 things. But I can also see why people don't enjoy this map, and that is why it is ranked as my number 5. Right, so where I'm editing this on the Elgato is, bear in mind I may say things twice. I'll be like, and number 4 is, and then when I actually get on Shinima, I'll be like, and number 4 is Shinima. So bear in mind I may repeat myself, but nevertheless, number 4, it is Shinima. This is another one which, some people like and some people just don't. I personally think this map is brilliant. It changed training forever, and I just remember playing there for hours in the common room, just running around, learning. And also I really like the fact that the perks change. If you never played this map, basically there's 4 say areas, and each every time you play, the perks are in a different location. I think that just fits in with this map well, and the fact that it's in a swamp, I think it's just perfect for zombies. It's a typical place where you really wouldn't want to be if there was ever a zombie apocalypse. So yeah, I really think that works well, and I swear I didn't kill 6, or praying I did, but obviously I do prefer the World at War version, so just bear that in mind. This is the Black Ops 1 version, hence why Mule Kick is there. But I can see why people don't like this map, because if you didn't play it on World at War, this map maybe does seem a bit dull, a bit small, but if you played this on World at War, then you'd understand why I've put this in at number 4. So coming in the 3rd spot is Nachtet Untoten. Again, if you played World at War, you'd understand why this is my number 3. It is probably the most simple map, maybe other than Bus Depot on Black Ops 2, but this map is just absolutely brilliant. If you ever played this on World at War, you'd understand this is the pinnacle of zombies. This is the map which started everything. There were so many glitches and stuff, but this one here is a barrier glitch, but it just made it so much more exciting. You'd find out something every day. People were learning how to con and run. So everything about this map is just one door and you're at the box. The box doesn't move, which when you're a beginner is really important, because if you're playing a map like say as Ascension, if the box disappears and you're a beginner, you're going to have a hard time managing to get to the box again. So the fact that the box stays, it's just the best map. In a way, it could be number 1 in my eyes. This map could be number 1, just simply because, although what I will say is my number 1 is without a doubt number 1, so I reckon this could be number 2 easily, just because it is just the perfect map. It's just Nachtet Untoten. If you played it on World at War, you'd understand. The zombies make such different noises as well on World at War. They make sounds that they don't make on any other zombies game, but it's just a completely different feel to this map. Very nostalgic also if you did play it when this first came out. It's just so simple but so brilliant, and the fact that I did actually like Airfield on World at War multiplayer maps made this a little bit better. But nevertheless, that was number 3. So now let's have a look at what my number 2 was. Okay, so in a number 2 we have Mob of the Dead. This is a amazing map. What I really have to say about it, I don't see any real problems in it. You can get the AK-47 on zombies. No, I want to keep there. So I'm actually playing this map, but if I was playing it, you do naturally need Warren's Key. No, but I really like this map because I just like the idea of it being in a prison in a way. I think that's such a good idea to have like a zombie map, especially in Alcatraz as well. It's like the most iconic prison, and the fact that, you know, it gets overrun by zombies, it just makes sense. The storyline version to it is really good as well if you have any interest in that. Usually I wouldn't like the stuff like to do with the whole afterlife thing, but once again I think it really works on here. You know, the building stuff, it makes sense. Like, you know, building a plane, that makes so much sense. You know, like say Origins or Transit, you just build stuff and you feel like, you just think, oh, why am I building this? But on here, it makes so much bloody sense. Why wouldn't you want to build a plane? Like, you know what I mean? The fact that they put Pack-a-Punch over it as well gives you an added intent to actually go and do it. You know, it doesn't sort of make you, it is still optional, but, you know, it really helps if you would go do the Pack-a-Punch. And it just makes, like, obviously, you know, the fact that, if you don't know, Alcatraz is, I think, in the middle of a massive, like, in the sea, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So obviously, you know, you wouldn't be able to swim out of it because of the tide. So you have to build a plane to get out. It just, it's such a good idea. The map layout is fantastic. I don't know if it's actually realistic. I thought not, but if it is, then that's pretty good. You know, the jug isn't too hard to get to, and the box, I really like the way the box looks as well. The boss isn't that hard to kill, so, you know, it's just an all-round really good map, and that is why it is actually in my number 2 spot. In all fairness, it doesn't really come close to number 1. I don't think any map does. Maybe Natch, but that's just because of the whole nostalgic version of Natch. You probably could guess my number 1 right now. If I said to people, what do you think it is? I think most people would already know. It is the ultimate map in Zombies. It couldn't really have been anything else. So as you can see, it's not on Black Ops 2. When I cut it, you will see what it is. My number 1 pick is The Rise. Could it really have been anything else, in all honesty? This is the old map. Like I said, Natchez, but this is by far the best map of all time. I know I've really gone against what I've said throughout the entire sort of thing, but The Rise is just the best map. As you can see, the box isn't far away and it always starts there. You can basically see the entire map, so it's not too big, it's not too small. I do prefer the World at War version. It's just because, you know, trading games all the time, it's really quite long. So then this is the second attempt I've actually tried to do this, and I don't have long anyway, so I figured that I'd make it a bit shorter. You know, I'm sure you guys won't mind. Obviously leave me feedback as to how you think I can make these better, and obviously other ideas for a top 5. It doesn't have to be about zombies, but nevertheless I'll explain why this is the best map. Because there's places to camp, there's places to train, and they're not just average places, they're really good fun places. The training on here isn't easy, and there's so many times where it's so, like, it's a really risky train, like it's not comfortable. I think the one on Ascension is really comfortable. It's not like that, because you have to constantly be thinking, you know, you couldn't do it without Jug. So it's a really, you know, both the one by Thompson over there, they're both really quite, like, they're hard but easy. The camping spots, if you're a World at War fan, sitting on the catwalk, that'll bring back memories to anyone who played The Rise when it was at its peak. I don't know anyone who doesn't like The Rise. It's just the map of zombies. Although, like, Natchez and Totem and this are like the maps, because, you know, Shinnu and Man for Rocks were good, but when this came out, it just made zombies so much more interesting, so much more fun to do co-op somewhere. Like 4 players on Natchez, you know, Varux, Shino were so much harder than 4 players in here. It was just fun to do 4 players in here. You know, it brought us the Pack-a-Punch, you know, and the fact that it was like they put it right there, it just leaves, like, when you first, he was like, what the hell is that? And you saw like a ray gun and a floppy dick ray gun, and you was just like, wow, the ray gun, look at it. And then, you know, then also you could upgrade, and that just changed the whole aspect of playing zombies, really. You know, it changed so much. Then you could upgrade your guns, and you keep upgrading a load of different guns. And that's why I think The Rise is the best. It never gets old either. It's probably one of the only maps I never get bored of. You know. So that is why it is at my number 1. And the fact that there's actually no faults, there's no fog, there's no boss. I get there's dogs, but I don't really class that as a boss. You know, there's nothing which makes you think, why is that on there? You know, the traps are in good positions. You know, it is just the perfect map. Anyway, that is all for top 5. Well, I'm gonna say best maps, but it's actually my 5 favourite maps. Obviously, you know, leave your feedback and leave other, you know, if you want me to do any other top 5s, let me know in the comments. It can literally be anything. It doesn't have to be specifically about zombies. You can do my top 5 games, or top 5 worst games, top 5 games easy for achievements, literally
anything you can think of, just leave it in the comments and I will see it. I've been Josh's Gaming, and I really want to thank you for, you know, all the support you've given me on the top 5 already. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this series. When I work out how to do animations, you know, like putting number 5 in the corner, 4 in the corner, I will obviously do that, but for now I'm not very technical and a bit of a retard when it comes to stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed what I've given you, and obviously, yeah, thank you for watching, and make sure you like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed.